submit to you tonight that virtually everything that is coming across the television and that is coming across mainstream media networks today is a lie. Virtually all of it. There's so much lying and deception out there. And if you don't understand that, it's just that you're naive. And you just think that when things are reported in the news or reported on TV, you think that they're real and you think that they're true. It's all fake. It's made up. Or in the event that some of the things that you see on there are actually true or actually happened, they're being hand-selected. Which things are reported on and which things are not reported on are being hand-picked and hand-selected in order to feed you a specific diet of information that has been planned at a higher level to get you to think in a certain way and to get you to think about certain things and not think about other things. It is literal brainwashing. And I mean that in the most literal sense. I'm not just exaggerating or being dramatic up here. I'm telling you that there is a plan to brainwash you and to train you to think in a certain way. And the people who are running these things have studied psychology. They've studied how our brains work. They've studied what our desires and passions are. And they are playing upon these different, attributes of the human psyche in order to manipulate you and deceive you. And the only way to withstand this is to shut it off and read this book instead. Amen. Oh, but how am I going to keep up with every twist and turn of everything that's going on in the world? It just doesn't matter. Right. This is what matters. Amen. If the whole world's falling apart, I'm sure somebody will tell you about it. Yeah. Right. But to sit there and just monitor everything that's happening in the news and just monitor everything that the world is doing. Listen, you are falling into the trap and the design to control your mind. Now, I don't follow it. I don't read the news. I don't follow any of it anymore. I'm sick of it. I like this. But you know what? I'm telling you, when I do catch little bits and pieces of what's going on in this world and see little things in the news and everything, it just boggles my mind that anybody can even believe that the news is actually reporting legitimately. Like, how can anyone believe? But I think it's just that when you watch it every day, you're so used to being deceived that you just are used to the weird stories and the things that don't make sense that it just, yeah. Whereas someone like me who doesn't really watch it all, and then all of a sudden you catch a little bit of what's going on in the news, it's so easy to tell that it's all just fake and it's all staged. Yeah. I'm telling you, the stuff that makes it onto the news is it's just certain things that are handpicked that fits the narrative and fits the agenda that they want to present. Other things are concealed. Did I have you turn to 1 John chapter 4? Turn to 1 John chapter number 4. I'll just give you an example. One thing that's been in the news a lot lately, and I heard this story a couple weeks ago, and I just can't believe that people actually take this stuff seriously. But I guess it's like I'm living in the Twilight Zone or something. And folks, if you're plugged into this network of information, you need to reboot that thing, and you need to refresh and get on the Word of God. And honestly, you need a reality check, because the stuff that is being talked about out there, even by Christians, is so weird and so bizarre that I don't understand how anybody can believe in it. And people call me insane. You know what? This world is going crazy. And let me tell you something. God said that there would be a day when they would call good evil and evil good. But not only that. I mean, you'd expect the devil to do that, wouldn't you? But he said, no, they'll tell you that sweet is bitter and bitter is sweet. Yeah. I mean, it's just, everything is turned upside down. It's not even just right and wrong it's just everything is topsy-turvy and backwards. One thing that I heard in the news, I just couldn't even believe this. But I guess there was some law in Indiana that was passed. It was some kind of a Freedom of Religion Protection Act. And it was supposedly something about giving people the right to refuse service unto homos or something, when they're trying to get married and do their thing, or, you know, it's always the cake that they're trying to get decorated.